Hello everyone, welcome. Guess what? It is Tuesday and we are making something sweet. So hello to you, and if you're jumping on, say hello, and if I see your name, I will try to give you a shout out. But my name is Dee and I'm here to help you guys live a healthy life. So I know a bunch of you are doing keto, dirty keto, clean keto. Some of you do low carb. I'm a low carb girl, but I coach keto. So if you need any help, please let me know. I can help you with that. I know when you're starting your journey doing either keto or low carb, it can be challenging. And one of our biggest challenges is everybody feels that they need something sweet. So I just want to show you that you can make something sweet to incorporate in your journey. But keep in mind, if you're just starting, you don't want to incorporate and mix this into your healthy lifestyle too soon. You don't want to depend on this. You want to make sure you got everything in order first. And when you do, and you feel like you need something a little sweet, well, you can go back through my Facebook and check out the Tuesday videos and make you something sweet to eat. Okay, so today, guys, we are making what is called keto butter cake. I've never made this before, so you guys are going to watch me experiment with something new, so it'll be fun. I did set my oven to 350, and it's actually gonna go pretty quick, our video. The prep time is about 10 minutes. I always like to do things in advance before I get on the video, just because it's easier for me to portion things out. But if you're doing this at home, it should only take you about 10-15 minutes max to get everything going, and then you're gonna pop it in the oven, okay? So I always, like I do, I will drop the recipe down in the comments so you can grab it, and I will always show the finished product at the end in the comments, so you guys don't have to stick around with me while it's baking. So what I'm gonna do today is I have my KitchenAid mixing bowl. If you have a handheld, that will work also, and we'll get started here. One thing that I would like for you to do, if you're watching live, say live. If you're new, say you're new, and if you're watching the replay, do hashtag replay down in the comments so I can say hello. Let's get started. We're gonna start out with salted butter, and it's 4 ounces. I'm gonna drop this down in our mixing bowl. Now, when you're baking keto, or you're learning how to, and I don't really like specifically saying keto, you can do this if you're low sugar. The important thing about being low carb and keto is you're reducing your sugar, you're using an alternative. And what I like to use is I do a blend. I do allulose and monk fruit, and I blend that together, and that is your sweetener. So you're removing the normal sugar you guys are used to using, and we're doing an alternative sweetener because it is better for you, no carbs. So that's good, right? So we put 4 ounces of salted butter. The next, I'm gonna do cream cheese. And what I was saying is, when you bake keto low carb, you want to kind of put your eggs, your butter, and your cream cheese out 30 minutes in advance. That way it's softened. And believe it or not, it's better to bake with room temperature eggs. I know that's kind of weird. I didn't know that until I started baking this way, and I kept reading recipes, and I'm like, why do they want my eggs at room temperature? Because it just sounds weird, but they do, and it turns out fine. So I have 4 ounces of butter, 8 ounces of cream cheese, and then I'm going to do a ½ cup of my mix. And again, it's allulose and monk fruit. You can get those from Amazon. You can get those from, honestly, these days you can probably just go about anywhere and get those. Costco, Sam's, Walmart, anywhere. They're easy to grab. And I'm going to turn this on, and hopefully you guys can still hear me. So I'm just going to incorporate those 3 items: cream cheese, butter, and our sweetener. So guys, if you love watching my videos, give me a heart or a thumbs up. That would be awesome. And then if you'd like to have a notification when I go live, if you tap the screen right above my head, you're gonna notice 3 little dots up in the right-hand corner. If you tap those, it's gonna pop up notifications, and you can turn your notifications on so you can catch me live on Tuesdays and Sundays, because it is very random. I don't have a certain time that I'm gonna go live. It's just whenever I have a minute. So, all right, so I have this incorporated nicely. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to add 2 eggs. And again, like I said, put these out about 30 minutes on your counter before you start baking. And I'm just gonna drop these 2 eggs in here. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And guys, I love the vanilla taste, so I'm actually going to go over just a little bit because I love the vanilla. So I'm gonna put my mixer back on and incorporate those together. So I'm making this, and why, you know, my brain I was triggered this weekend when we were at Kroger's grocery shopping. You know, you always have to pass the baked good aisle. Well, at our Kroger's you do. So you go through the produce and you go around, and then there's all the yummy stuff, the baked goods, the donuts, and the stuff that it's kind of like tugging at you. And so Brad actually saw this butter cake, and he was like, oh my gosh, that looks so good, you know, let's get this. And so we passed, we didn't do that. And so I was like, you know what, let me see if I can find something that I can make that is friendly to my lifestyle. And here we go. So like I said, I've never done this before. I bake a lot of the keto baked goods, but I've never made this. So hello guys, I think I see Amy, Terry, thank you for joining me. So, what I like to tell you guys, if you're on my videos, please share this. There's a little share button down in your right hand corner. And if you share my videos, at the end of the month, I do a drawing every month, and you get 1 entry for sharing this video. And then if you tag 3 of your friends or 3 people you know, and drop that down in the comments, tagging them, you will get an additional entry to the drawing, the monthly drawing. So you have a chance to do 2 entries on Tuesdays and 2 on Sundays every week. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to do a drawing, and someone gets to win something fun. All right, so I'm gonna just whip this together one more time. So now I'm going to add in my dry ingredients. This looks really nice and incorporated. It kind of just looks like a wet cake mix. So the next thing I'm gonna add is 1.5 cups of almond flour. Again, I'm switching the normal flour out, and I'm using almond flour. And I'm just going to incorporate this slowly. I'm not sure who's on here with me, but hello. Thank you for jumping on and watching my video. We're making keto butter cake. You can do low carb too. Just because I always use the word keto, keto and low carb is kind of interchangeable, guys. And it just depends on your body and your lifestyle, what you want to do. The big difference between keto and low carb is the amount of carbs you intake. So if you're keto, you've got to be below 5% of your macros. And guys, again, if you need help with any of that information, I'm here for you. You can reach out and ask me. If you're low carb, usually low carb is around 50, 60 carbs a day. So the important thing when you're choosing to change your lifestyle is you're getting rid of, refined sugar. You're getting rid of the soda that has, the sugar in it, and you're getting rid of any kind of chips, donuts, any junk food. So I've added the 2.5 cups of almond flour. I'm getting ready to add another, guys, this is gonna be so sweet, another 1/4 cup of sweetener. Again, it's my allulose monk fruit mixture. And my sweetener, since I've been baking so long doing this, my sweetener is already made up, so I'll show you. And if you guys need this link, I can actually drop this link down in the comments and you can grab it off of Amazon. But this is the allulose that I buy now. It is a little pricey, I'm going to tell you that. They haven't come down in the price yet, but I love this. But what I've done, I always buy 2, and I cut this in half, and then I add my monk fruit to it, just because I like the blend, I like how it tastes. You do not have to do that, guys, if you want to just use allulose or if you just want to use monk fruit. You've got to kind of play around with the different sweeteners to find out what sweetener you like best. The last thing I'm going to add here is a tablespoon of baking powder. I'm going to dump that in there. So it's mixing up nicely. It's starting to thicken. I don't know if you guys can see that. I hope you guys can see that. You guys can always share tips with me if you ever can't hear me, or if you're like, I can't see, or any tips like that. I'm open to those comments also. So I'm just gonna push this out. I scraped everything down off the sides. Guys, I just about drooled. This looks really good. So I'm gonna turn it on high. So this is my batter. I mean, this is going pretty quick. I don't know how long we've been on here together, but this is going super quick. There's my sister. Hi, Jen. You're gonna have to bring your... So my sister just lives at the end of the road, and so she jumped on here. And I think she's drooling right now, but this afternoon I'll be gone, but she's gonna have to come down with a container to test this out. I just think that's kind of funny. All right, so give me just a second. I wanna shuffle some things around a little bit so you guys can see. I'm gonna move this down this direction. So I have this pan. This is my favorite pan also, and if you guys, it's a 9x9. If you guys like this, I can also drop this link down in the comments. There's something about this pan I love, and it's interesting. When I started baking keto low carb, probably a little over a year ago, the way I bake and the I'm gonna call them gadgets I use are very different. I learned a lot. Don't give up if you start doing this and you burn things, because it's just very different. Baking keto low carb than it is, you know, when you bake normally. So hang in there. And again, I'm open to helping you do that and learn. So what I need to do, because this comes with the topping, and you guys are going to be like, oh my God, this is going to be super sweet. So it's going to be interesting. I have this little microwave bowl. I'm adding 4 ounces of butter to it. Don't leave me. I'm going to pop over. Well, let me do this real quick, and then I'll pop over to the microwave. So I'm going to take this off. Actually, I'm going to taste this right in front of you guys. This is going to be good. Brad's really going to like this. I thought this was going to be really sweet because it calls for a lot of sweetener. And so far, it's actually good. And you guys are probably like, why doesn't she know what it tastes like? Well, like I mentioned earlier, I've never made this recipe. And look, so it's nice and dense, okay? Oh, wait. Brad just jumped on. Hello, Brad. Hi, honey. And so real quick, while he's on here, so you triggered me to make this because when we were at Kroger on Saturday, you were looking at that butter cake that I didn't allow you to purchase. So I'm making you a butter cake that's keto low carb friendly. How about that? So think about that, guys. Anything that you normally would eat on your standard American diet. You know, the donut, the chips, anything from cereal to, especially now, when Brad started keto 4 or 5 years ago, we didn't have all these options. You kind of had to learn and figure it out. There are so many options right now that this is a no-fail situation. So I'm just smushing this down. I'm gonna spread it evenly, and everybody's mouth is probably watering. Mine's watering. Brad said his is watering. My sister's is watering. So I just kind of think that's funny. Funny. So I'm spreading this out. For those of you that are just jumping on, we're making keto butter cake. Keto butter cake. And if you are just jumping on, go ahead and say live down in the comments, or if this is a replay, hashtag replay. And if you're new, you've never seen one of my videos, tell me you're new. So this is, I bet you could do a lot of things with this. I bet you could like stop here and add some berries or add some cinnamon and really change it up a little bit. And also, guys, remember, if you like my videos and you want to jump on when I'm live, don't forget to tap that screen and turn your notifications on. So I'm going to leave you for about 30 seconds. I'm going to grab a paper towel. Lesson learned, don't put butter in the microwave unless you have it covered, unless you want to spend a few minutes cleaning your microwave. So don't leave me, hang tight, less than 30 seconds because it's already soft. Actually, here I am. So I want to say hello real quick. It looks like Shannon's on here, Rochelle's on here. Hello. Thanks for joining, guys. It looks like Maggie, Amy, Tammy. Hello, guys. Thank you for watching the video. If I don't mention your name, I'm sorry. Hello. But we are almost done with this. So I hope my oven works today. Our oven has kind of given us a fit the past couple of times we've used it. I'm going to grab that butter. So I have some melted butter. It's not completely 100% melted, but it's warm enough to where I'm just going to mix it up just like that. And then, guys, can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. So I'm going to take this butter and I'm going to drizzle it over the top of this. I better not do all this work and this doesn't turn out, because I will be very disappointed, and I think I know a couple other people that will be very disappointed. So a little trick for your sweeteners. When I use my sweeteners, I always, when I do my mix that I make, I always put it in my Ninja and I give it a really hard blend or mix, whatever you call it, pulse, to make it powder. I always bake my keto low carb recipes with powder sugar. What you will notice with this type of sugar, it's, with the granular, sometimes when you're eating the baked good, you kind of taste that or feel that texture a little bit. And so I like taking that texture away on most of the recipes. Sometimes I'll keep it, but most of the recipes, so I just pulse it and then I keep it in my container. So now I've got some more sweetener, and I better do it like this, because if not, I'm gonna have a mess. So also, for those of you that are on here or that will be jumping on at a later time, I have a fantastic keto low carb group. It has about 44,000 women that are doing this exact journey. They're learning how to eat, they're learning how to be healthy. You see success stories, there's recipes in there. You can ask anything you want in there. And it has a 7-day meal plan if you're interested in that. And just lots of good stuff. Great resource. So if you would like me to add that to your group, just drop a heart down in the comments. This is a lot of sweetener, but if you drop a heart down in the comments, I'll get you added. So I'm nervous doing this, so I think I'm gonna stop. Maybe just a little more. All right, there it is. Can you see it? Give me a heart, give me a thumbs up if you can see this. So it's ready to go. I'm gonna pop it in the oven, and I believe I'm baking this. Let me peek at my notes. I'm going to bake this for about 30 minutes, guys. Remember, your oven, just check the recipe, check your oven. It's always better to do less time and add more time, because if you put it in the oven and you bake it too long, then it's ruined. So I like to bake, I always baby my baking. So sometimes even if it calls for 30, I'll put it like on 20 because I can always add 10 minutes. It's kind of like cutting your hair. Once it's gone, once it's burnt, whatever, there's no putting it back. And I want this to be yummy. So guys, thank you for joining me live. And guys, if you're jumping on at a later time, thank you for watching my video. But I'm gonna pop this in the oven. I'll let you guys go, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye guys, have a good day.